In this video is addressed to my twin flame Shia. Hi Shia. For all of us watching, I thank you for watching. This is going to be some crime against me and my twin flame. I have the ice pack here. I'm just trying to cool off. I just realized, Shia, I just skipped a bunch of notes, several pages that I was supposed to talk about. I don't really actually know how I did that. I'm pretty sure that was demonic interference, so I'm going to talk about them before I show you the photographs. Hey. Oh, this... Hold on. So I just recorded part 2. I have the backup video recording. I'm going to put right here. Actually, I don't think I'm going to because I don't like what I look like there. It's really interesting that I'm constantly being attacked by the structure of my nose, saying it looks like the criminals, and your nose, Shia, looks like the criminals. There's only 2 types of noses in the planet. There's either a round nose or a pointy nose. Yours is more pointy, Shia, mine's more round. But this is, happens to me constantly. That anytime I look at myself and my nose is round. I'm not going to talk about all the crime. That's why I skipped some of these notes. I just remembered. But the Rocky, you're going to call him eventually because he's going to get involved because he's being criminally harassed. I don't read any comments on any Rakya's videos because I know that that's one thing the hacker did to me through multiple places. He would create accounts and write comments to pretend to be other people and then say that it was actually the hacker that was writing the comments to attack me. So the Rocky has agreed to get involved, and I actually saw a couple of people from India along the route that was using good AI. I'm not going to explain it. I wrote notes about it. So I know that you'll call him Shia eventually. You'll get involved. So, because he can sue the hacker because he's writing all these comments on his page to harass him under different accounts. So it's really, really strange, Shia, that the entire 10-hour trip I was supposed to I was getting all of this information that you were going to be there, blah blah blah, all the reasons why. Oh, you just said in the video in that last video how you really want to make sure you meet Shia's parent. This is your chance. Blah blah blah. All of these things like connecting the dots. I didn't write any of it down on the page. That's possession. That I didn't write not one thing down about you and how I was getting attacked. That was one of the most brutal attacks that someone could go through. Imagine waiting for someone for so long, and then this isn't just one time that this has happened. It's happened more than a few times, Shia. But I will have thoughts like I had to, because I had to get a new debit card because it was getting like old and like wasn't going through all the machines. The expiration and the code changed, and I didn't realize that. And when I went to try to pay the State Farm bill. So I had to call the bank, blah blah blah. I'm not going to explain everything, but I started to think I had to change all of my debit card on all the bills and the internet. So like YouTube, electricity, etc. And then I thought when I did my Google email, I thought, oh, what about Wix? So then the criminal immediately plays back in my head, no, I just said that to you, what about Wix? So you can't change it on Wix because I just told you. They're trying to tell me what to do with my own thoughts and then with my brain processing. They're switching it like they're the ones that are telling me what to do and telling me the things to do. This has been going on for many years now. Oh, I told you to do that, so you can't do that. And they possessed me to not do it. And part of it, I can't do it because the witchcraft is so serious. It's so evil to have someone tell me what to do, and then I'm like about to do it, but I can't do it. It's like serious witchcraft to like go through with it, to actually do it. If they were to attack me, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus. Also, I noticed on my YouTube account and my PayPal account, my address, my physical address, the unit number is written twice under the address. I think that's some kind of attack. I'll have to show you that sometime. But the criminals are so angry. Also, you know how as soon as I walked in from my vehicle into the elevator area next to the lobby on the first floor, there's been several times that this neighbor crosses paths with me in that same spot and attacks me. He did it yesterday when I got home from the trip, and I immediately went to the lobby and said to security, "Do you see him? Do you see him on the cameras?" He goes, "Yes, I do." And I'm like, "Do you know him?" I think, "Yes, I do." "Is he the one that lives in 843? He goes, "Yes, he does." And then because there's AI that's being used to manipulate and change what he looks like 24/7. He was holding a cane in his hand, on his left hand, while I was crossing by. He was holding his cane. I've lived here for 2.5 years, crossed paths. He's never held his cane before. That's a threat. And I'm not going to tell you what was told to me with V2K after that. But I'm going to work on getting a grocery delivery today because I'm running low on paper plates and food. My bladder I did wake up with bladder pain, Shia. It's been going away now. I was like not going to drink coffee because of it, but I need coffee so bad. I paid the pair of Curon, and that was a whole attack. I'm not explaining it right now. I just don't have the energy to. I've never, in regards to that neighbor crossing paths, I've never seen him holding a cane. That's a threat, because I've been told in the past that people want to take a bat to my head and finish off my brain injury. People want to take things, they want to twist my neck, they want to punch my head from the back, etc., etc. So someone said, I'm going to hit your head and smash your brain with it and finish your brain injury off. And so the pendulum, last night, I wanted to see how were you feeling that I went on the trip, and it actually made me sad that I couldn't make the video in the afternoon shine for you. You had a lot of emotional pain from it. Obviously, this is starting to tell me messages about how you feel, and the way it was scrunched right in your stomach, abdomen area, tells me that you were in a lot of pain with nerves. And I was too, shy. But the pendulum told me you loved me and that you felt a lot of emotional pain from it. But I woke up with some serious exhaustion too from that trip. Luckily, I was able to go back to fall back to sleep. I did have to turn on the Kiran Rakyas and the spiritual Zen to try to stop it, and I fell asleep with the headphones on. That was kind of painful. That's happened to me several times. So something mystical happened to my heart. It's really weird. Usually the heart beats. Blood of Jesus, 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 blood of Jesus. That's mutilation, to have scratch someone's face and body all day long. This has been going on for longer than 10 years. Blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus. Much longer than 10 years. Priceless. So it was priceless going to Joshua Tree. I hope that you're able to go, Shia. Only if it's possible. And only if the Lumières tell you to go. But you were getting inspired and you were getting really, like, you really want to go. Even though the torture... I was going to have to waste the money. It felt like a waste of money, but it wasn't a waste because... It wasn't a waste. So on the ride home, they're like doing these facial expressions. Oh, I already told you that last night. I'm playing the spiritual Zen frequency for the spine, Kundalini, to try to help my spine, because that was a really hard trip on my spine with the scoliosis. In regards to, someone really said something important in regards to the criminal that stole your DNA. It doesn't really matter if it's your DNA. The way it was man-made, it was created by man. It wasn't created by God, it was created man-made. That alone makes that child only 50% real. She's only 50% real. So there was a specific thing that it was explained. There was a specific way of it being said, and I know I wrote it down. I have to find it. But there was a lot of not unmagicalness about it that was like really painful through the demonic AI. And I'm getting extreme itch torture now. I was getting I don't know how I skipped so many notes. I really have to find what was how it was said. So I'll just keep reading the notes, hopefully I'll run into it. But a telepathic supporter said, it's not like about living alive. There's a lot of death consciousness. It's not like death meaning not real, not just like not being alive, not real. So like neutralizes. It neutralizes and disintegrates. Because of it being man-made, like it goes past it being evil to not even evil. It's like neutralizes and disintegrates it into nothingness and not existing. So this was some notes that I'll explain to you another time. I didn't fall for it, Shai. I didn't fall for it that you were going to be there. I was forced to believe it. I left Joshua Tree at 5:45, got back here 8:33. How did they have permission to mess around with my third eye that is barely, like, not even working, and do all this V2K? No, they don't have permission. They're gonna get thousands of hours every single attack. Thousands of hours get tacked on to their return back to the center. It's not times 7. Maybe 20 years ago it was times 7. It's not times 7 times worse. The attack gets returned back. It's also because I'm not with you. There's a lack of protection, and when we're together, a lot of this V2K, I can just tell it to you, like, as it happens, and then it will, like, neutralize it. So I have a lack of protection, and they really like that, and they feel like it's like a real power trip thing. I was repeatedly threatened yesterday that Shai's not going to meet you in public. Shai's going to contact you through phone, and I'm going to be listening to the conversation. The hacker said that repeatedly, and honestly, I really would prefer. I didn't say I really would prefer. I don't want that to happen, but if that's what has to happen, then there's nothing I can do. But that's pure humiliation. To think that hacker's going to listen to our conversation. But if there was a suicidal sadness I had that you weren't there, Shia. And so Joshua Tree is, I was going the Joshua Tree part of the trail. I wasn't going to the part that goes to Cottonwood Drive, Cottonwood City. I never took the Cottonwood, I never drove towards Cottonwood Visitor Center, which is, that whole route is like practically double the route that I usually take, because it took me 3 hours to drive through and back. And that was a very important part of Josh Tree, and every time I went to Josh Tree and I looked over to Cottonwood exit, I got this extreme fear. It was like not allowed to go down that, or like I just got this extreme fear all over my body, and being like, that's a scary area. Well, that's complete possession. So the whole time I was driving those 3 hours, no, Shia's up here, you have to go back. And then I was not allowed to turn back. This was part of the Lumerian channeling that I was doing on this. Right, but the whole time, no, Shia's up there. And even, I was thinking, Shia's not. Then finally, after like 3 hours of driving, it's starting to hit me that you're not going to be there. Even at the very end, when I went to go to the bathroom, they're saying, oh, well, he's going to be at the bathroom at the very end, because that's the entrance where you leave, so he knows that you'll have to pass through that area, and then he'll meet you there. And then they're trying to say, no, if you miss him and can't see him, he'll just drive behind you. Him and his parent will just drive behind you and like wave you down. So don't worry. Like, I have to start writing down all the things that they said about you being there. And I'm going to have to, hopefully Lumerians would use Good Eye to make me write all of it down, to tell you everything that they said. Because that was like a good 5, 6, 7 hour attack of Shai's going to be there, it's all over, you're going to feel safe, blah, 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 blah. You guys are finally going to be together. It's amazing. Like, they're just all acting all angry, like, wow, Shai's gonna be there. There's nothing that we can do. Shai's gonna be there. Like, oh, it's all over, blah, blah, blah. So there was a time portal that I did have proof. I did have proof. I did have proof that I was driving through a time portal. And I can't completely explain it to you, however, I'll explain it to you another time. Blood of Jesus, 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 blood of Jesus. So I was 2:49. I never drove down Cottonwood Drive. But I was driving down Cottonwood Drive when I wrote that down. So the CN is man-made. So it goes past evil. What happened with your DNA goes past evil and disintegrates into nothingness. Because it was man-made. I'm gonna have to show you, Shai, the photos of the trip tomorrow because I'm getting too tired. Yesterday you obviously saw me last night and I wasn't acting well. I was acting like my brain injury was bad. But they really ruined a lot of the day because I could have gone there and like been really noticing the vortex. And they also do this thing when the glass doors are shut in the car. Like the car is like this bubble of protection that like seals off the vortexes, and this is a spell that's been going on ever since I've been visiting the vortexes these past 10 years. And as soon as I opened obviously air, in the breeze you can really feel the vortex more, but there's a spell that like really like shuts me off completely from the world when I go into this car. And they're saying it's the metal and the glass that's keeping you from the vortexes. It's a complete lie, but it happens every time. And they have etheric implants that make me feel that way. And I've actually been told specifically by people that happens. And that criminal was part of the plan of me dying. They have to be such a boring people to come up with these stories and waste all of their time doing this to me. They can't be like human beings to be able to do this to someone and plan out these stories that last 7 hours long and come up with all of these ideas. It's not just automatic AI, it's a lie. So I think I've written, I think I've set out most of the notes to you. And And then they were just making up all these lies, like, yeah, it's happening to Shia. He's on the road. He's seeing all this orchestrated street theater, and like they're telling him this is what's happening to Alyssa. Like they were just like literally like telling me these things that you're going through. Like they never ever tell me anything. that you're doing and going through ever. So I'm going to show you most of the photos tomorrow, like the plants. Let me just see if there's any important photos to show you. See, there's a gated community in Palm Springs, and it's not just for wealthy people. They're like gated communities for the elderly, and Palm Springs really likes gated communities. And there's definitely energy vortex. I've Googled it. There's definitely vortices in Palm Springs. I really like the plants in Palm Springs. This was the salad I had. With the mozzarella, pine nuts, tomatoes, Kalamata olives, mixed greens. I had that the last time I went to. I got the breast mitts because I saw something specifically that they told someone explained to me something like about you. And then I was like, wow, this is really happening. I'm going to meet Shia. I have to get these at Trader Joe's. I went back in Trader Joe's and bought the gum and the mints. But I had a feeling it was not going to happen. You weren't going to be there. It wasn't an extreme letdown. It was just like a forced, like, I'm extremely depressed. It was 112 in Palm Springs again. I want to show these to you tomorrow. These are a lot of the plants in Joshua Tree that I really liked. But I actually I walked like 100 feet away from the vehicle and stood behind this shady rock to recite the violet flame invocation, decree invocation. That lasted I think it took me about 40 minutes to recite it. It was too hot, but I had to do it. And there's cars driving by in that area. So these are just a lot of the plants and the mountainous area. But that was really making me sick. No, Shine's back there and you're driving this way. You're driving away from him. He's feeling so sad, waiting for you. I don't think he's feeling so sad. No, the whole thing is that you're not sad, you don't care, because I know it's a lie. Actually, I didn't take too many pictures. I didn't take too many pictures this trip because also, the reason why is because, the reason why is because the battery was running low. I thought you were going to be there. I kind of wasn't really in the mood. I was kind of rushed. I was kind of tired. I didn't do much. I really was just driving, and then I was just taking photos while I was driving. I really didn't stop driving. And that was probably part of how they thought I was going to get a flat tire. That's the main thing, is getting a flat tire would be the worst. Because you only get a certain amount of mileage to get a tow to a car shop. And I actually thought on that trip, I have to buy a spare tire. So I'll show you there was one thing that triggered a thought. Oh, this is the blood on the neighbor's door. That's blood. And this was there the day before I left. And then the blood is on the door next to that door. I don't want to flash the number, so I'm gonna. Why is the blood still there? The blood didn't go. The blood's still there on both doors. I find that very odd. And it looks like human blood. People that leave blood on their doors, that's not good. So, I'm going to talk about you now, Shia, and then I'll show some of the other photos. There's not too many photos of the trip. I really was in a bad mood. It was really, really bad. I can't completely explain it because they're really blocking it. The fact that I didn't write anything down about it, there must be something, there's some serious witchcraft involved with that, I think, too. I actually really don't want to keep repeating the same things over and over to you. I think you're getting annoyed, and they're trying to like make it like humiliating, and I'm already getting anxiety from it. So I'm gonna, no, I have to talk a little bit about you. That's the problem. It's causing a problem to not talk about you. Shia, we are superior to a lot of people, and you feel superior because you're not a criminal. People that do crime to other people and are lower than us, and you think very deeply, and you're not feeling content not being with me. You are a conversationalist. You like conversation. And you have a very pleasant demeanor, Shia. You're very polite. You have been in some form of a prison. You've been in prison more than I have, wrongfully. Honestly, I've been in prison. I've been in purgatory, too. And you're so brave, Shia, for not dying. And I believe even if we have been near death or experienced, part of our spirit dying or a soul dying, coming back to us, we're not going to completely die. And we're not going to die, Shia, until we're supposed to. You're very inventive, Shia, and your spirit has been helping me. You were with me the whole time on that trip, Shia, and you were not feeling well. I wasn't either. However, even though, so you were helping me, Shia, through the trip, and I command, in the almighty presence of God, I command you to restore Shia Alyssa's DNA now. And I have to go back to doing how in the bathtub I was doing that? I've been doing that because it's really exhausting to do. Because I do all this, I'm getting a little itch right here. Oh my God. That is pure torture, this itching AI weapons. Blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus. And they tell me, oh, you're just scratching and itching because you're on DRUGS. Everyone's going to think that. That's framing. I'm 100% drug and alcohol free. That's framing someone. And that's illegal. And you're going to get punished for it if you try. And so I was getting tired of doing this. We can actually go in the bathroom and do it without water, because some of the doing it in the water, there's a lot of resistance. So we can do this too outside of water. So they're trying to blurt things out right now. You have a lot of anger, Shia, and I do too. I had a lot of sadness. I know that you felt very sad after I told you what happened yesterday. And but then they're trying to remind me of all the psychics that say you're going to meet him in summertime. They're all kinds of connecting the dots from things that would just make so much sense why I was going to meet you there. But you have had psychological despair, Shai. You've been psychologically tortured just like me. And you can't control your emotions always, and neither can I. So I'm going to stop this video, Shia, and I'm going to go work on my grocery list. Hopefully not just buy the same things I always buy, because I've been getting like really grossed out by the way I'm eating. So I have to probably do some food research. I'll probably play the Joshua Tree Vortexes, do some food research for a while to try to figure out what I really should get for food. I think it's also been the heat though. When you eat a bunch of canned foods, the heat, it doesn't make you really want to cook food and eat hot food. But it's been actually cooling off. It's cooled off now. I don't know why it says 84. Maybe because of the trip that I went on. I think it's because the fan's been blowing on me too for a while, but maybe because of the trip I went on, being in the 113 degree weather, and then the 100, it was actually 100 and, it got up to 112. That photograph, 112, that was actually at Joshua Tree Vortex. So it got up to that, it got up to 112, and finally I rolled down the window at 5:45. The last 40 minutes of driving through Joshua Tree, and kind of held my hand out to get the breeze and the energy into my body of the Joshua Tree Vortex, because it was bothering me so much having the windows up. I'm kind of surprised that I still have money left over. I thought I was going to waste so much money, but I think after all my bills, as of now, I would have $400, which is kind of amazing, because I didn't think that I was going to have so much money left over. I guess I didn't spend as much money as I thought, but I was thinking all of these groceries that I was getting, being on the road, and then the gas. Because I have I just paid my State Farm bill, and I'm down to $460, and I still have electricity, $20. There's a $10 credit because the last bill was, I don't know how to explain it. Google and YouTube, that's $17. What was the other one? But I have to call the printer back tomorrow. I'm going to watch your video on Luke before I play the Vortexes. I definitely have to call back the printer. Oh yeah. So $53 Wi-Fi, electricity, because on electricity I got a climate credit, so it was only $17 this month. Google storage, YouTube, so that's $53. And then, and I was supposed to be I'm not going to go do my laundry. I'm gonna hand wash these leggings. I'm not gonna go. I'm not leaving. I'm not gonna go buy like hygiene and cleaning products, which I usually waste a good $100 on hygiene, cleaning, and whatever else things I buy. So because that's gonna be what I spend my money on is the gas money for the road trip. So I'm not gonna go out this month, Shia. Don't worry. I am not going to do any more traveling. I'm not going to go to the ocean. I'm not going to be leaving and going grocery shopping, because grocery shopping isn't really working out. Anyways, it's too much a tax. I never know what I want to get, and it's always like I have to go. And even if I make a list, I'm gonna get the grocery delivery, Amazon Fresh or Walmart, because I really liked getting the Amazon delivery and grocery. So don't think that just because I went on that road trip I'm gonna be going out and doing things. I'm not going to. I've already got everything done. Luckily I got the car clean, paid my rent. Luckily I was able to go on the road trip and nothing bad happened. So I'm still going to get tortured. Obviously there's something is going on where I can feel a difference. I can feel a difference. That's why I want to see if it's possible you go, because if you did go, you'll feel a body and mind healing from it. I'm still going to get tortured, however, it's not like I'm at least going to get some relief from it, because you can't go to a vortex and not have something happened. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what kind of, I was channeling. I was just driving down the road, but obviously we're channeling, and we're doing things that we have no clue what we're doing. So I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, Shia. I love you, Shia. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much, Shia, for watching.